I didn't like Kung Fu Panda very much.
Back on mute. Back on mute. All right. So hey, what's up? What's up, Twitch? Happy President's Day. We're celebrating our favorite presidents today: Brother Pickford Hayes, James K. Polk. Casey changed his background. So we are going to be streaming Blades in the Dark, a D6 based sort of more improvised story based tabletop RPG today. And last week we all well, I'm Eric. I'm the DM. Last week, everyone but me, I guess, raided a train to steal some secrets that some anti-imperial agents were hiding. And why don't y'all introduce yourselves and your characters?
I'll go. I am Hayden Greifneal. I am playing human. They're all human. I am playing.
Now,
I am playing a spider named Quisling Savoy. Spider is a class, not the species.
Hi, my name's Steven, and I am playing a whisper named Ebenezer Scourge, which means I can talk to ghosts. Ghost stuff.
I'm Casey. I'm playing a lurk named Avit Boudreau, and a lurk means I can, lurk around places sneakily.
sneak up. Everyone's like a rogue fighter or like a rogue wizard, but the lurk is like a rogue.
I'm Sean. I'm playing as Prospero J. Flanagan. His nickname is Jitters. He is a violent cutter from the Dagger Isles. Also addicted to gambling.
Nice. Oh man, we gotta do
Hi.
vices. We're doing vices this one, huh?
Vices.
Love it.
I'm Kevin. I am playing Conrad, who is a leech, which is kind of a doctor slash saboteur, which I think is the game's own comment on the health industry. But that's a whole other thing.
He's definitely an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're sabotaging you with microchips and that thing. JK, go get that second shot. He was a military doctor who sort of lost his cool on an expedition up the river deep in the jungle, and now drinks to hide his feelings and pain. Comedy.
It's it's gonna it's we think that all of
But
these
in a fun way,
are
right?
funny. Yeah. We officially think that alcoholics should that. So let's do XP for last time because we kind of ran out of time at the end. What does everyone get XP for?
I think it's from our actions in the previous game, if you've been ticking them, and I think you're supposed to take them in the area that you used them.
Yeah.
I think my dude had 2 for prowess and 1 for insight.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you get them for your
Oh, 1
attributes.
for resolve, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
You get them for your attributes for doing was it reckless rolls? So if you do a reckless
Desperate,
tinker,
yeah.
sorry, desperate. If you do a desperate tinker, you get 1 XP to insight.
And then you do
And then-
class XP for your class's special thing, right?
Well, and then so each class has one. So it's as a leech, I get it if I address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem. And then everybody gets it if you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. And also if you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. And you can get up to 2 ticks for each of those. So I don't know, just a preview of what I thought I had was 1 tick for technical skill, 1 tick for mayhem, and 2 ticks for issues with your vice from drinking and getting high on my own stash.
Yeah.
I think I got so Spider gets experience for solving problems with calculation conspiracy, and I paid off the train man, so I'm gonna count that. And I did some calculation by rubbing butter on a handle,
Very calculated move.
and so I think that's my 2 there. And I don't.
You all killed the one innocent guy you found.
Yeah, we did.
I
We don't
mean,
know he was in.
Like in a pretty bad way too.
is it possible he survived?
He was kind of a dick. That doesn't strike me as innocent.
I think we watched a ghost eat him.
Oh, right.
Well, you threw him off a train, and then you watched thousands of ghosts swarm on him.
Yeah, would the thousands of ghosts eat an innocent person? I don't think so.
Case closed.
I didn't do any vice, I don't think. And my vice is obligation, which I totally forget what that even means. And I don't think I did any desperate rolls, so
I think
I
you
only
like
got.
picked a special obligation for yourself to have, and I don't remember what that was.
It's I calling it It's basically I'm very full of myself, and so I have to tell people about myself as my vice. I think.
That sounds good. I'll give you credit for that. I mean, that's your character.
And we're calling it obligation, which is one of the options.
And so when you roll a desperate action, it says to mark XP in that action's attribute. But the other ones, it says you can choose to either put them in an attribute or put them in your playbook. Is that right?
Sounds plausible, yeah.
Oh, okay. What's the difference between putting it in my playbook versus putting it in my
I
attribute?
think you either level up each attribute or you level up your guy.
So you either get
okay.
another special ability, or you
Ooh.
get another dice.
Interesting.
How much is a special ability is 1 XP or more than that?
I think you have to fill up that chart.
There are little slots on the character sheets for each section of XP.
Looks like 8.
So it's 8 XP for a special ability and 6 for an attribute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I like you get experience specifically for role playing your character.
I hate
seems
that
cool.
shit. Okay, you think I don't know.
I
because it's like,
enjoy
no,
it.
It's like no shit. Well, it's like, what am I gonna not role play? It's for 4-year-olds, but like whatever.
I mean, it mechanically rewards the fun part of the game, which is cool.
Yeah.
Well, you just like the first edition Dungeons and Dragons, you got experience by like taking the weight of all the treasure you got at the end. You know, like something really dumb like that. So,
yeah. Well, I don't like a system that like forces the DM to sit in judgment of how well everyone has role played, and it's like, I don't like rewarding things that kind of should be their own.
We're
reward,
not
but,
supposed to do that. We're supposed to judge if we did it on our own.
Oh, okay. Well then, never mind.
Because the book very much emphasizes the DM's not like the leader of the game.
Yeah,
They're a co-collaborator.
that is a cool thing about this system. Is
You're
that
not the boss of us.
It's collaborative. It's
I
great.
got
and
2
you're
experience in
not
every
so
category.
You got
motherfuckers.
11 million billion XP, and I can't do anything about it.
Did I? I don't think I did any desperate rolls.
No, it's just a desperate action. None. I guess you were kind of in control the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not. You might have never ended up doing that. Yeah.
Wait, no, I totally did a desperate roll to when I went to the bar and said, do you know of any crimes? Do you know the crimes that are happening?
Right. You got it desperate.
That was pretty desperate.
That was
desperate.
desperate resolve.
Whatever that was. Yeah. All right.
Done.
Okay.
The mark of an undesperate man.
All right. I guess, does anyone have any like specific questions about how to mark your XP? Because if not, let's play the game.
Yeah, let's play. Okay.
Yeah.
And by play the game, you mean indulge our vices.
Yeah. So I'll
Downtime.
let's do a little scene where we talk about your score for this session before we do our downtime activities, in case that changes what you want to do in downtime.
I'm taking experience for telling people how to do actions because I'm full of myself.
Yeah. I love it. So
Oh,
you're
that's
hanging
not a
out-
character?
It's both, but that's
I'm changing shirts. Steven drew this shirt, and Hot Topic sold it.
Yeah, that drawing won a contest as a fan favorite.
Oh, I had no. Well, cool.
You're looking at Stephen Koo, professional artist, because I made one shirt.
Damn. All right, so you're hanging out in Rigney's Tavern, kind of your usual haunt. Hanging out maybe toward the back of the room, trying to lay low a little bit because this job was a little crazy. You got some heat on you, and you've really kind of gotten on the wrong side of your friends, the Railjacks. The Railjacks are the guys who sort of guard the trains that go between the cities from the ghosts that control the entire world, other than the cities that are kept out by the electric barriers. The listeners at home, you can hopefully catch up on this. And your friend, you're just kind of talking among yourselves, and you notice your friend Chauncey, the Railjack, come up to you, and you kind of notice that the Railjacks have shown up in force. They're all kind of hanging out here, and they're all kind of standing at attention watching the situation. And Chauncey says, so you, a little bit of fun on that last mission, huh?
I would not consider it fun. We were doing business.
Well, you sure did a lot of business, and,
Yes, we did. Thank you.
The Bluecoats came around asking a lot of questions about how the train was infiltrated. I'm sure you can appreciate that Railjacks don't like that kind of attention from the law necessarily. We prefer to keep a low profile, and we kind of trusted you to respect that.
Well, we trusted you would uphold your own honor and be able to deal with the cost of doing business like these are.
Conrad starts taking notes and just writes, Railjacks like it low.
Well, I'm sure you're thinking about how you can make it up to us. And if I were to mention an opportunity for you to make it up to us that might benefit you financially as well, I'm hoping you would be motivated to do that.
If you're asking if you would like to work together on a future sortie, we are listening.
Thanks. I mean, the good news is there were anti-imperial agents on that train, and the Empire was only too happy to pin most of the crime on them. The ghost incident, though, that was a little more trouble for us, because we're supposed to keep ghosts out of the train, and somehow a ghost ended up in the train killing people.
It was kind of like a fire drill, really. We just give you a chance to show your quick and effective defenses against the ghosts.
I'm sure firefighters love it when you tell them that the fire you started was a fire drill.
I remember what happened with the ghost. It was that guy who threw himself off the train was the one I think who did it.
What a tragedy that railing happened to be greased.
Let's just say,
what a horrible occurrence that was. Wink.
1,000,000 to 1 shot.
Rest in peace to that awful supernatural saboteur who so valiantly died from a greased rail.
It must have been very bad luck or very, very brilliant calculation, I think. I wink at the camera.
we're all Jim from The Office.
Does this count as indulging my vice?
I mean, if you mark it down, if you mark it down, maybe. Well, there's something that the Railjacks really want that maybe you're better suited to retrieving for us than we are. A set of ancient rune stones being kept in the Dimmer Sisters' vault. Valuable pre-cataclysm artifacts, unbelievably rare and very useful for the people in the ghost hunting trades. Now, supposing you're willing to find your way into the Dimmer Sisters compound and get those items for us, we would be willing to let bygones be bygones, forgive and forget, and move on toward a happy working relationship with all of you. And of course, you could help yourselves to any of the other, I'm sure, incredibly valuable things you might find in the vaults.
What do you know about these sisters?
Well, I mean, first of all, they're not necessarily literally sisters, although people don't really know. They're sort of a secret order of witches that have been building up a monopoly on arcane and spiritual, just kind of stuff in general. They would love to control the city's interaction with Ghostfield and with the arcane period, and they amass magical power, and they're trying to corner the market on it.
I don't like monopolies.
Neither do I. They sort of hold their rituals in their mansion, and people don't really see a lot of people go in and out, but it's especially clear that when people go in, they don't come back out. I think I phrased that perfectly.
There's another exit, you're saying, that you don't watch, and that's where they leave. That is the only conclusion I can draw. Maybe they teleport.
Maybe they teleport, but no one knows where they're teleporting to. Possibly to hell.
Teleporting to heaven.
If I could teleport, I would teleport to my house. Did you look at their house?
I can't personally account for all the people who disagree.
Maybe we can look at their house.
Yeah. Anyway, are you interested in my proposition? And his friends in the Railjacks sort of get a little more ready for action as he speaks. It's clear that this is the kind of offer you might not want to refuse.
We will accept your offer.
Perfect. I'll talk to you gentlemen when you're done. And they all kind of file out of the bar and leave you to your planning.
Okay.
So let's do your downtime activities. You're gonna be preparing for a raid on the Dimmer Sisters compound, and you notice that after the heat from your job, some complete desperados have started hanging out, trying to find work from you, like random street toughs, not very qualified for if anything other than total brute violence or cannon fodder, but you have started. You can send out gangs of one or two people to do some of your work for you now.
Sounds like Prospero should be in charge of those guys.
Looks like the regulars have some regulars.
Oh, geez, if you just have any work that you could find for me, I would appreciate that. This came out much more Woody Allen than I intended at first, but I just love you, you know?
Oh my god. I just I have to find. I just
love
trying to be a
doing-
gangster, and I just can't find anybody who finds I'm tough. I tried to scare a baby, and he just laughed at me. I just don't.
I just want to do some violence, you know? It's just, I feel like that's my calling. Alright, who wants to do their vice or whatever downtime activity you want to do first?
So we each get 2?
You get 2 downtime activities. I think one of them can be indulging a vice, and in general, you want to indulge a vice at least once, because if you don't indulge your vice every downtime, there start to be penalties for that.
Can you double indulge vice?
You can't double indulge. You have to choose another thing, I believe.
You can overindulge, though.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
if you clear more stress than you actually have, it's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. First of all, Conrad asks the young Woody Allen fellow, "How's your martini?"
Oh, excellent. I prefer it even drier, of course, but
You're hired.
Olive. Oh, okay. The martini he makes. You were in a bar,
yeah.
but yeah.
We're not in a bar. I didn't think we were in a bar. I think Conrad just assumes people carry alcohol and shakers around
Yeah.
with them because, of course, he does.
At once, sir. And he starts. He's heard about your reputation, and he starts shaking up a martini for you.
Oh, splendid! This will be a great pre-game. I am meeting.
You like pimento or garlic in your olive?
Blue cheese, please. Make it disgusting as possible.
Right away, and he runs to the bodega to get some blue cheese.
I will be meeting Ekrid, a corpse thief, at the Silver Stag Casino in Silkshore for some drinking.
Ooh.
Casino, maybe.
Casino with gambling?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that what you're saying?
A lot of us can go there.
Yes.
You get a +1?
And yes, you're all more, and I only get 2 stress, which is unfortunate because it takes 2 stress for me to do my second downtime action, which is to physician heal thyself.
Oh, you actually took trauma?
Well, let me know if you need any corpses stolen.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I took harm. I didn't take trauma.
Oh, harm, right, harm.
So I have 2 level 1 harm. And I have 1 6. So I'm gonna go read about harm and get back to you about my guys' downtime.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because I thought I remembered, but I don't.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm definitely interested in gambling at the casino. So I will roll my vice. And so you roll your lowest attribute, is that right?
Yeah.
That's like either insight, prowess, or resolve, whichever is lowest?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to roll 1 then.
I like the idea that as you get more powerful in the game, you just get really good at indulging your vice.
Yeah, you're just amazing drinkers after you've made a couple vices.
So I rolled 2, so I have 1 stress remaining.
Nice.
I don't see anything about all the stuff I see. Seems like I can indulge my vice twice in a downtime.
All right. Yeah, I vaguely remembered that, and I might be wrong. So you.
So I'm gonna corner Ebenezer Scourge and tell him anecdotes of me in the military.
Oh God. It's like the ghost of Christmas past.
And that's gonna be, I have 3 stress remaining because I'm very bad at this.
Nice.
I'm ready to indulge my vice. Mine is going to be, I don't know if we're allowed to do that whole like flashbacky thing like during downtime. Are we allowed to do that during downtime?
Probably.
Okay, I'll say that while I was on the train, I lifted some random stuff that I saw that looked valuable to give away to random orphans.
Yeah.
And
Alright,
I'm giving it to
I'll
them.
let that be a 0 stress vice.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them Merry Christmas to you.
It's
And a
March,
Merry
but
Christmas.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm wishing a Merry Christmas to all these orphans that I'm giving away random stuff I found from the train.
This
What?
travel Parcheesi set will help us keep warm.
Okay, I'm gonna click Indulge Vice and see what happens.
Oi, what day is it? Oi, this be our Ebenezer Scourge talks. Love.
Wait, it didn't. Hold on.
Smash that
Did
vice.
it work when I clicked it?
I see a roll. I see a roll for
I see it.
questling, so I didn't.
Oh, I see.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Nice.
All right, what'd I roll? 3. Ooh, I was very close to overindulging.
I see. Okay,
Oh.
I see a 6.
You
on
rolled
my
6.
screen.
Yeah,
then
I
You
hit.
have
I hit it.
overindulge.
Overindulge.
You start giving away stuff that wasn't originally stolen. So you can attract trouble. You can brag about your exploits for +2 heat. You can vanish and play a different character.
He's just down in the gutter with the
Yeah,
orphans
or-
for a week or two.
You can get
Oh,
cut off.
You're
and
tapped.
torture
Your current
your
purveyor
body.
cuts you off. The kids are like, please
Get
no
out of
more."
here.
I got cut off from the orphans.
We
And I
got
thought
done with garbage. We
The
don't
orphans
want
are
any-
like,
You're on a database now. That's what that means.
Oh boy.
Well, the orphans are just like,
stay away order from the orphanage.
So which one do you want to do?
let's go with attract trouble. Like maybe the stuff I gave away, people are starting
Alright.
to recognize.
Making me look up how entanglements work. I love it.
Oh, all I know is when we roll entanglements, we roll twice and keep the one we want because we're slippery. Oh, hey, we're supposed to mark XP as a crew also.
Oh right, yeah.
Should we do that while you're looking up entanglements?
Why not go figure that out?
Okay, for each of these items, mark 1 XP or mark 2 if the item occurred multiple times. Did we execute a successful burglary, espionage, robbery, or sabotage operation?
yeah,
I think so.
Just one, though, right?
yeah.
Did we contend with challenges above our current station?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we bolster our crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I think so.
Yeah.
So you did.
Did we express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
Sure.
Okay, 4
I don't know if we
XP.
did that.
I think we were very expressive.
So, entanglement. So last time you pissed off some cops last time. You had to pay them some coins, and I forget what your other. I think you got 2 entanglements. Is that it? I don't know.
No, I thought
You pissed off some cops. Right?
I thought we got out of the entanglement by bribing them.
Yeah, you rolled 2 entanglements and chose the one that was cops, and then you bribed them, and they went away.
Yeah.
Okay, you have 6. You have 6 heat, so you do. It's gonna be bad, but the good news is your wanted level is 0. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice and keep the lowest result, and I think that's on. And I do that twice to give you 2 entanglements. Okay. 5 and 2. So let's do. Let's see. So it's either flipped or interrogation. I'm gonna say like interrogation is one of the PC's rivals arranges for someone to switch allegiances. I'm gonna say you don't have that many rivals yet. I'm gonna say we're gonna do another interrogation as you found distributing stuff to orphans you get rounded up by bluecoats again. Like, what's all this then? Where'd you get this? They start tossing around
A Christmas goose.
obviously stolen
Yeah.
from the extremely bad crime that happened very recently. Goods that you're giving away to orphans, and they will either you can either pay them off with 3 coin, they beat you up, or you tell them what you want to know and take +3 heat.
Oh, I mean, from the group wise, what seems like would be the least bad for us?
How much money do we have left?
Yeah.
We have 7. I also noticed that we don't have a vault, and so we can technically only have 4. So maybe we just pay off the 3 and pretend like we didn't make that mistake.
All right.
Pay them off.
Sounds
Okay, I'm
good.
gonna pay them off, but I'm gonna say, and a Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Likewise, and they roll. You're keeping the Christmas spirit in March.
Man, that's a lot of money.
I think we hold our own. We can distribute the money among us if we have too much for the crew.
Yeah, I think we forgot to do that.
Yeah, I think each person can have 2, and the crew can have 4. I think it's how it works.
Okay.
Next time.
So yeah, but you rounded up 3 coin to pay off the cops.
Which is a lot of coin.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say,
Yeah. You spent more than half of your ill-gotten gains on cop bribes.
Oh God.
most
Can that-
Christmas thing I can think.
Can that be our vice as a crew? Just can't stop paying the cops off.
Accidentally funding the cops.
You just pay pigs for cops. The cops.
It's funny because it's true.
So am I done with my turn then, or do I do the other action?
Do you know what you want for your second action?
I figure I could help with something heist related, like acquiring an item. But what would be like good for like stopping witches? Like broom destroying things.
Get the
I guess
vacuum.
I don't know. Maybe can I spend an action trying to like figure out something to help with this whole witch scheme?
Yeah, I think you can use a downtime activity on gathering information, and let's look at that.
I'll be like, so what's a witch?
Oh, what's
I-
a witch? Huh?
I say that as someone who talks to ghosts on the regular.
You're just asking some ghosts. What's
I
a
mean,
witch?
that might actually be part of the next stage where we plan the heist.
Yeah, I think gathering information
Oh, okay.
doesn't even involve. Yeah, it doesn't even.
Oh, well then I'll just use my action to help someone else if they need help.
You could
If
reduce.
anyone-
You could reduce heat.
Oh yeah, I'll reduce heat.
How do you reduce heat?
You put a underwear on your dog.
Yeah, you could choose a skill to roll, say consort with some cops, or command some citizens not to snitch, or
Yeah, can it be like when I gave all the orphans the stuff, I told them to go spread rumors that we were doing something else during the train heist?
sure, I'd call that a command, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely commanding the orphans. I'm
Okay,
not-
yeah.
My army of orphans.
You find the orphans after the cops have scared them off, and you command them to stop snitching. All right, give me a command roll. And if you want to, all the usual stuff applies. You can push yourself, take a devil's bargain, etc.
Devil's
Is
bargain
is it-
with
is
the
this
orphans.
risky, controlled, or desperate?
This is risky. You know what? It's risky.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to trust the kids to do what you tell them.
Yeah.
And they
Orphans
only know
always
you
race.
as like a creepy man who gives them garbage so far. But it's not desperate. They know you.
No.
And these are mortal children, not your ghost friends.
Yeah.
If I give you this candy, you can't tell anybody.
All right. So let's see. You got or I guess 4 was the result.
You only have one command.
I have one Pippin command.
All right, so that reduces heat by 2. You manage to put out the word among the kids that that they should convince everyone that that you did nothing wrong, and they should like distract people and try to flood the rumor mill so that people aren't talking about
Yeah.
your job as much.
Yeah. How could we be stealing a train when we were up all night dropping off presents for people in their houses? I had a list to check twice. So
Well, for my second downtime, I was thinking about taking the train action because I'm only 1 XP from being able to increase a prowess.
Hell yeah.
And because we are shadows, we have prowess training, which means if you spend the train doing it, you get 2 XP. So I'm going to do that and get my second pip in finesse.
Nice.
Because I feel like we needed that last time. And
definitely needed more.
Yeah, that wasn't the smoothest. Yeah, fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah, you practice throwing cards. And,
Yeah, at the casino while I'm gambling.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. You ran
Yeah, go ahead.
Or no, yeah. I was just making a really.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna hit up the craps table, basically because I see a physic rolling there, and I'm gonna just roll against him. I'm gonna roll.
Ooh, betting the dope.
I'm just gonna bet again. I'm betting against him, just out of my natural hatred of physics, and I'm using my lowest attribute. I'm rolling this 1 die right here, and I got a 3,
Nice.
which I think means I just drop all 3 of my stresses.
Nailed
Yeah.
it. You indulged
Okay,
the perfect amount of
Oh my
vice.
god, the
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
amount of gambling.
You almost overindulged.
Yeah.
It was
But
almost
yeah, this-
terrible.
You lose small amounts of money betting against a much richer person than you, but you
Yes.
you stink guy, and he'll think twice before giving his next vaccine.
Oh my god.
Oh, and how are we going to trick Prospero into letting Conrad be a doctor to him?
I mean, there might have to be some drinking involved.
Yeah, maybe you could say it's homeopathy.
Maybe that's
I-
why I did so poorly on my vice consumption, because I know I have to like stay a little sober to trick Prospero so I can like heal him.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just, like-
Backstory.
Just like grinding my teeth, like staying sober, drinking like just soda. It's saying like, oh yes, there's gin in this.
You could probably trick him through toxic masculinity, I think. So that he got like.
Well, if it's anything like real life, toxic masculinity will solve all my problems.
All right. So who all still has stuff left to do? Conrad was still gonna do his recover thing, right? And that.
Oh yeah, so I did my recovery, so I got a 6.
Nice.
So my heal clock gets 3/4 full, so I'm still the same amount of hurt, but just much closer to being healed.
Do you want to
And
spend?
then
spend
Sean,
a
did you
coin?
want your second?
You could spend a coin to finish it if you want.
What's that?
Oh, do I have? I guess I was thinking about that. Do I have coin?
You actually don't have to heal me. I incorrectly thought I had. Oh, I guess maybe I do need to be.
No, yeah, you do. You got some harm. You didn't. I think you had.
Yeah,
a-
that harm. I have 2 harm right now, so that generally means I have 1 dice missing.
You have one of your level. Yeah, I think so. You have one of your level 2 harm slots filled in, and I think that takes away a die usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Ooh, so I got 2 6s.
Ooh.
So you fill up 5 slices of the wheel.
And it's a
So that's like
full size
1 full wheel and a quarter.
wheel. Yeah.
Nice.
So I think your harm gets reduced from a level 2 to a level 1, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, your ghost burn which was like severely hampering you in your daily life. You could barely like move around. it is now just a. It reduces the effect of things you try to do, so it's now just a distraction instead of an impairment.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to spend any coin because I only have level 1. I have 2 level 1 harms.
Sure.
So, but I'm going to be cocky
Yeah.
and keep that. That money could be spent on drugs or alcohol.
All right. Is that everyone's downtime?
Everyone used 2?
So, what do you guys? How do you guys want to approach the Dimmer Sisters manor? You kind of you hear the scuttlebutt that you can kind of either sneak in through the outside of the compound, kind of a more brute force way, or you can try to find your way through the abandoned canal under the manor, which is a little riskier. No one knows what's down there, and you're gonna have to talk your way through the gondoliers to get in there. But
Can we like
Does our
get in?
under? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we get in the front door through subterfuge?
sure.
Yeah, they offer tours.
What are they? Are they like a Hogwarts kind of like school, or are they like a museum?
They kind of like do work for hire for various kinds of occult projects. So you could pretend to be customers, or
Okay.
or pretend to have something they want.
I mean, yeah, that would be easy for me. Like, we could pretend to be buyers, and then I'm just throwing it out there. Other things that we could do is we could pretend that one of us is possessed, and that we need an exorcism done. That's a potential idea. We could have Questling act like he's about to make a he's about to buy a
gonna
Tesla of a ghost.
I'm gonna buy a really nice ghost.
Yeah, looking to buy a really good ghost.
I am for the buying a nice ghost plan. I would like to purchase your most indulgent ghost.
Sounds good to me. If everyone's down.
Yeah.
Ghost shopping.
So is that deception or social?
Ghost hunting, but like bargain hunting.
Yeah.
I
So let's
guess
do the engagement roll. I think
I think we want to find anybody who can set us up and give us an introduction.
So first we
I
need
think
to
a map,
gather information.
like a map or blueprint of where they keep their vault would be good.
yeah. So yeah, you can gather information to get those two things.
And we
Don't the blueprint people hate us?
I thought. Oh, is it? Oh, the architects? Those fucking nerds.
I can have blueprints as one of my spider items.
Oh. Maybe they hate us because we don't ever need them.
A spider item. Blueprints, one load. A folio of useful architectural drawings and city plans. Feel free to specify which plans you're carrying and when you choose this item. One load.
All right, well, that sounds legit. You without effort managed to talk your way into getting those blueprints.
And then we probably want an introduction of some kind. Do we know any people that could do an introduction with the witches to get us in to buy a nice ghost?
Let's see, off the top of my head, that corpse thief might know something. I mean, Ebenezer knows a ghost.
You know a witch too.
I know a witch.
Didn't you just meet a witch?
What's in the strange friends and rivals? Quellen or
Oh yeah,
Quaylen.
that's not selected.
okay.
You could find that witch and talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, I seem like the arcane one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk to Quellen. And be like,
All right, so
my friend's trying to buy a really nice ghost. It's for his birthday. He wants a
you
really
trying
nice
to-
ghost for his birthday.
That's not strictly speaking legal, of course, but I might be able to make those arrangements.
so you can do like consort or sway or what do you think?
Let's see. I'm going to go
And maybe.
with. Yeah, I'm gonna go with command. I only have one pip in command or consort, anyways. But I'm gonna go with command, and I'm going to tell Quellen. I was visited by a ghost last night who told me that if you don't change your ways and help us, what happens in a Christmas Story? Tiny Tim's gonna die if you don't change your ways. And
Let's call that a
so I'm-
desperate. Let's say right off the bat we're doing desperate.
Yikes! All right, I'm gonna try to be Christmas to your guy.
And mark XP.
Yeah. Okay. Go. Oh God.
That's a 2. Okay. It says
You are haunted by ghosts? Get out! Get out now!
you're in a pretty tough position, but you can still try to fix this with it.
Yeah. Let me see.
And
Do
how
think
dare
I
you
could-
threaten Tiny Tim?
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm open to suggestions here. I mean, could I summon my ghost friend to
Sure. Yeah, you can do an attune.
to try and spook try and back up my story here?
Yeah, I like that. Make this
Yeah.
that makes this a controlled attune.
Yay! Attuned is what I'm good at.
Are you?
are you?
Oh, fuck!
Uh-oh.
Son of a.
All right, you try to tune into the ghost friend to get your ghost, Jacob Marley, to come in and save you, and sparks start flying, jars of newts and eyeballs start popping everywhere as you like try to attune to the ghost field, and now she sees you like seeming to like cast a spell at her. It's not really clear what you're doing, but it's all she knows is it's causing chaos, and she picks up a heavy iron ladle from one of her cauldrons and starts charging at you.
Okay, I guess this lead isn't gonna take us where we want it to go. I guess I'm gonna run away from the place and tell the gang I failed.
All right, let's
We're
do
gonna need to find another inn.
Yeah.
let's do a finesse roll, maybe
Oh,
or maybe
Lord.
a prowl roll to hide.
I'll go prowl. And I'm guessing this is desperate.
Let's just call it risky.
Okay.
But also, when you roll, you shouldn't roll so fast because some of us might be able to help you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you might want to push yourself or get help or something.
Yeah, you can push yourself or take a devil's bargain.
Oh, okay.
I like to think none of us are there. We're just sitting around. I wonder what Ebenezer Scrooge is
Just
taking
like,
a while.
He's got it. He's got it.
That guy's reliable.
He's out with his orphans again.
All right, but you know what? You took
Okay.
the roll. You committed to it. She she catches up to you. She gives you a concussion with her ladle. You take a level 1 harm, but you manage to get away.
You can also spend stress to not take harm.
Yeah. You can resist.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, can I do that then? I'd like to not
Yeah.
be-
Let's look up the resistance thing, 'cause that was.
Looks like prowess is resist consequences
Yeah.
from physical strain or injury.
I resist your ladle, madam.
Yeah, so you take a resistance roll. So you take a prowess roll. You suffer 6 stress minus the highest result from your prowess roll.
Hey.
Hey.
I am going to be right back, but okay, you managed to because it was a level 1, you managed to resist, and you get away with no further harm, but not closer to finding your lead.
Right. Well, that was my lead.
Well,
Anyone have any other ideas?
gentlemen, we do have underground maps and passkeys in our train. Should we perhaps, and I know I suggest this for every job, should we just sneak in?
I believe that witches will be now suspicious of anyone trying to buy an expensive ghost.
That makes
So
sense
yes,
to me.
this seems like the best way forward.
All right, so you're making your way over to the abandoned canal underneath the compound.
Yeah.
All right. As you sneak your way onto the canal system, find your way onto the banks of the canals and into the tunnel that leads to the like fenced off tunnel that leads to the canal that goes under the manor. You see a member of the gondoliers row up to you. The gondoliers sort of have like electric / road gondolas that ferry people around the city, and the canals are their territory. They kind of know everything that happens in the canals, and they control everything. And he says, "Oh, what are you doing? Oh, why are you trying to get into the canal?"
You gondolier! Can I interest you in a strong drink to warm you up on a cold night?
Do a consort. And a controlled consort.
Could it be sway?
A sway, sure.
That's a 3.
Okay. Sorry, I'm 5 years sober. I used to have a serious problem. So, tell me, what are you doing here? And he suddenly gets a much more serious aspect, and he looks like he's ready to summon backup, and he sees just 5 potentially hostile people trying to muscle in on his canals.
Are you saying that private individuals are not allowed in a public canal? Sir!
It's not a public canal. It's a canal that belongs to the gondoliers.
I do not see your name on it.
Do you want to make a roll to try to pursue this?
I say, look behind you. Whose name do you see? And written on the wall behind him, written previously, me having known this was going to happen, is the name Questling Savoy.
Wow.
Nice. heist.
How many stress
Good heist.
is
Let's
that
call this a
flashback?
Let's call this a 2 stress flashback. But
Good
you,
heist move.
you wrote your name on the wall, and I think does that give you a benefit to a roll?
It's a consort.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. If it's the 2 stress, I'm taking an extra die.
Yeah, you take an extra die on your consort roll.
6, baby.
And when he turns, can I try and also write Questling Savoy on his boat? So when he turns back, we can be like, and look.
All right, you do a desperate finesse. You're trying to finesse something that like this guy knows every inch of and is constantly thinking about.
Desperate, you say? As a daredevil, I will get an extra D.
Nice.
That is a 6.
All right, you.
All right.
Adrenaline pumping through your veins. You manage to Questling Savoy on his boat, and he. So the gondolier turns back to you and says, "Ha, okay, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good."
Wait, was my roll desperate too?
I don't.
You didn't tell me.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. It's risky by default if I forget to say it's
Okay.
risky.
Damn.
But and then so he turns around and notices his name written on the boat. He's like, "Oh, mamma mia, you guys! Wow!"
Would you kindly get out of my boat?
make a desperate sway.
Can I help?
Sure. Or command, I guess. But either way,
Yeah, I'll take command.
still desperate.
I wonder what kind of devil's bargain this would be.
Ooh.
Do you have a devil's bargain for me?
You could like, like you could push him out of the boat, but that would be another roll.
I'll tell you what, sir. What if we roll? What if we play a little game of chance?
Yeah, so you're trying to give him an extra die for that.
Yeah, I'm suggesting maybe we play a little game to see who gets the boat. We win, we get the boat. We lose, we give him a coin.
No deal. It's my boat. It's my entire livelihood.
I'm doing the command roll.
Yeah.
6, baby.
All right. He says, "Okay, look. You're trying to get into that crazy abandoned canal that people disappear in. That's a haunted."
Excuse me. I asked them to get out of my boat, and I got a full success.
It's not a critical.
Yeah, I'm interpreting that as you succeeded in getting him out of your way. I'm not interpreting that as free bonus.
Excuse me. I rolled to ask them to get out of my boat, and I got a full success.
Yeah.
You can skirmish to make it your boat.
We wrote my name on it.
We're already in a body of water. It'll be easy to dump the body.
Yeah, this will never come back to bite us later.
He says, "So listen, if all you want to do is sneak into the abandoned canal, I'm gonna be on my way.
Sir!
You've given me a wonderful magic show. I've had a great time here, but I really have to go do my job now."
You may go back to your job, but my boat stays here.
Questling, maybe we don't need a boat.
Ixnay on the Oat Bay or the Andalier Gay will get angry.
Excuse me, I am the leader of this party, and I have decided to let the gondolier go.
Well, that's so gracious of you. Thank you so much for letting me go. Oh, sole mio.
And if you
Merry
want to
Christmas to
relapse,
you.
give me a call.
I'll keep that in mind. I want to relapse every day.
I'm gonna erase my name from the wall.
Alright,
Probably
you,
a good call. Probably a good idea.
let's
It's too late to get it from that boat.
call that. You know what? That's not a roll. You know how to like erase your name from a wall. It takes up a little time, but you managed to do it. So, let's do your engagement roll now because I did forget to do that. We kind of jumped into a thing. Let's check out what that entails again. It's a fortune roll starting with 1 die for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Sure. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? Not really. You're just kind of trying to sneak in and steal from them. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
No.
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 We tried and failed.
Not really did we try.
You sort of tried. All right, fuck it. Let's
Gave
do.
up very quickly.
I mean, we got blueprints. Does that help? We got
Yeah, you got
blueprints
blueprints. I'll give
and
you
the
that.
and the passkeys and passages, whatever.
Yeah, I'll. You know, +1 die for that, -1 die because they're a higher tier target. Let's say you get a 5, and that means you're in a risky position when the action starts. So you manage to cut through the fencing off the canal pretty easily. You work your way along the canal, and you the first thing you notice is that there's kind of a magical glow as you get further down to the canal. There seems to be like an electro-magical alarm system, very complex and dangerous even for experienced thieves. And you got to figure out a way to probably tinker, maybe attune or wreck to get through.
Did we decide on a load?
Oh, I didn't do a loadout for this one, but
you don't. You decide on the load and you decide what items you have when they come up.
Oh, got it. Great.
I mean, we don't really have an excuse, right? So
I went with normal. If we're going under a tunnel, there's no
Yeah.
need to be subtle.
Yeah,
That's.
I'm
kinda
also
random.
at normal.
sounds good.
Okay. Well, I definitely have my fine tinkering tools then.
Can I do like some whispery stuff to just see like how these tunnels feel like arcane wise? Like, are there ghosts around? Is it demons or whatever? Oh,
The answer is no.
that's even
The real ghost is Eric.
the hardest.
No.
The
I
hardest.
think you have like a
characters
ghost
to call
mask
out.
and you can attune and see what's on the ghost field, which is
Okay,
like the
that's right.
astral plane.
That's right. Okay, then for my load, I will bring on the spirit mask. So I'm gonna put on my ghost mask, which is gonna be a. It's gonna be dressed like the ghost of Christmas Present. So it's a large beard, a large white beard, and a red hat. A red hat with a little white ball at the end of it.
Do you know, in the book, originally the ghost of Christmas Present was a very muscular baby.
Okay,
That's
that's
tight.
like a really muscular baby mask. It's like a shredded baby.
Is that true?
Eric just texted me. He said, "Restarting my wife."
Is this Xantros kind of
Restart
situation?
my wife, please.
I assume that's an autocorrect from Wi-Fi, or maybe just Eric doing it funny.
Does that mean that he uses the word wife more often than the word Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Good for him.
No, that's not how autocorrect works, because I definitely don't say ducking more than I say fucking.
I mean, you didn't until it started autocorrecting to it.
Yes.
Yeah, autocorrect changes all of my hays to hey in all caps with 5 E's. So, which, to be fair, I think that's the only way I type it. So,
That's a job well done. Well, a friend of mine, her phone all of a sudden started autocorrecting to extremely explicit stuff.
That's tight.
Like, it was like, it must have been somebody found some way of forcing this to happen. It was like really.
That's gotta be a good prank.
Yeah, it's like pretty offensive words for pretty normal words. I can't even say them on Twitch, I don't think.
I'm gonna run and get some water.
Illegal words.
The 7 words you can't say on Twitch. I'm gonna go get some water and say those words off camera.
One of those words is feet pics.
oh wait, are we not allowed to curse or anything?
I don't know.
We're not allowed to say. We're not allowed to say the F word. We're not allowed to say the Steven word. We're not allowed to say. The
Not
other
allowed to
F
talk
word.
about Jesus' mom. I know that.
We're not allowed to use any word that starts with F. I think.
Whoops. Well, I'm gonna use like one of the Blades in the Dark flashbacks, and I actually didn't say that. I said something else entirely.
So I am confused about this load thing, though. Since we're sneaking in, shouldn't we all just take heavy load? Like, nobody's going to look at us and be like...
Won't that slow us down?
Yeah. What does load impact? What is the disadvantage of taking a heavier load?
I think you don't blend in. So what they say is, like,
Oh,
if
And you
you...
move slower, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
if
that's
you're
not good.
light load, you kind of just look like like if you have heavy load, you obviously look like a bad guy, which is probably okay on this one. But I
That's
think
what I'm
you're
thinking.
also supposed to be like literally loaded down.
That makes sense because every time I walk down the street, I see someone carrying like a lot of groceries. I'm like, that's a bad guy.
I also...
Oh, look who came crawling back.
Wow.
Hey.
since it was a collaborative game, we just didn't need a GM at all. So we
Perfect.
just we did it. We did the whole heist boat twist.
How'd it go?
Oh, terribly.
We all gained
Yeah.
a million XP, and we have no stress at all.
Nice. Glad
We
to
weren't
hear
sure
it.
what you
guys-
had in mind, so we just watched HBO Max's The Witches.
Not a great film. Not the worst. Not great.
Yeah, that's
It's
why we
kind of
said
like-
the heist didn't go well.
Genuinely scary, that's what I like about it. It's like it's really real doll scary. Anyway, so you noticed that you noticed the alarm sort of buzzing around you. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
to have detected you yet. You found it before you could trip it, but you're in a risky position to disarm it.
So, in my load, I decided to bring along my fine spirit mask, which is a white beard and a red hat with a little white ball at the end of it. And I'm using this to tap. I'm gonna hack into the spirit world.
Okay. Yeah, you're
And-
gonna attune with your. I missed some of that. My internet's probably gonna be bad the rest of the night. But
I'm gonna hack into the spirit world.
yeah,
And I'm gonna try
Alright.
to see what's going on.
give me a risky attune roll.
All right. Does having the spirit mask help?
Yeah, that's one of the things that I hadn't heard, but
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Sorry,
I mean,
what I was trying to say before was that I put on a spirit mask.
Yeah, I am. Is there like any special rule about it? Do you know, or?
I think
I
just the
couldn't find
spirit mask is what like allows you to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh,
that is-
gotcha.
That's fair.
Okay.
So,
Man, I haven't rolled
you.
Sorry,
you
I'm a narc, guys.
have
Wow.
fucked up your attune roll. You got a 3, so you
I'm bad at. I'm really bad at my specialty.
you hear the alarm going off, and you are you are in kind of a hurry to get in a better position before people come down and try to find out what's up.
Can I tinker to disarm the alarm?
Sure.
And what kind of devil's bargain? What are we looking at here for a tinker roll?
You can.
What can you do to put me in a three die tinker roll today?
You can skip past grounding yourself safely and put yourself in the danger of some electrical harm to get the job done faster.
This is what you do when you're out of stress, guys.
Oh,
And that is a 6.
Nice. So disregarding the rules of electrical safety, you manage to short a couple of wires in the alarm, and it goes like it's shut off instantly. It will probably seem like a false alarm. They might not investigate it as fully as they did, but you do now know that you have alerted whoever's in your house that something has happened. By your house, I mean the Dimmer sisters' house.
Yeah, it's our house now. We wrote our name on
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Where's Woody with the margaritas?
Oh, right here, sir. What can I do for you?
Yes, extra salt on the rim, Woody.
Oh, of course. And he this is problematic. Is it problematic to do Woody Allen? Anyway,
Yes.
he's certainly coming across very negatively, and we don't support any of his actions in real life. He prepares your extra salty margarita and hands it to you. Nicely done on the alarm.
Thank you. And he just takes a big sip out of the hurricane glass and just has, margarita mix dripping off of his mustache.
Wait, so he's here with us? Could we just, all hide and make it seem like he's the one who tripped off the alarm?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Seems a little problematic. What if we instead had him very visibly flee, but hopefully not get killed or anything?
Exactly.
I'm like, what if we have a bomb, like a time bomb, and we give it to him, and then he gets captured, and then he blows up the prison, and we can get in?
That's an idea. I'm for it.
What prison?
Wherever
The
they
vault
take him.
thing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
oh.
I mean, I think the explosives that I have access to right now are not that good.
Okay.
I have a grenade or a smoke bomb.
I have access to ghosty items. Maybe we could put a ghost bomb in him.
Why don't we just
We could also do that Star Wars trick. I have some manacles, and we can handcuff him, and then just act like we took him prisoner and walk him out. Hey, we got this guy.
Well,
aren't you a little
So
short?
you might need some disguises in your load, but I'll allow that.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's see.
I'm good for that. Let's.
What? I don't have disguise on this list of items.
I just have the manacles and chains.
I got subterfuge
subterfuge
supplies.
Yeah, subterfuge
Subterfuge
supplies.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are. It says disguise in there.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna say, it's like you're probably trying to look like some kind of toughs that the Dimmer sisters would have hired, and in response to the alarm, you hear footsteps echoing down the canal tunnel. So your manacling Woody is like, oh gosh, I hope this works. This seems like a very risky idea. And you hear footsteps running down the running down the canal. Before you see them, you see a pretty well-armed gang. A couple of them have pistols, and some more of them have like clubs and knives, and a witch leading them. And the witch says, "What's the meaning of this? How'd you get in here?"
We found this young ruffian breaking through the canals into here.
Bless you.
And let's do a risky tinker for the disguises. See how good they are. First
All of us?
Oh yeah.
Someone who can tinker.
But do I get an extra die for fine tinker tools?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna assist with my foresight ability. I packed some witch badges.
Okay.
Which badges?
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping it was going to be another speech so I could say that Conrad was just... You cut to Conrad and he's just passed out drunk while you're yelling at him.
Well, he had a speech about how great an idea the witch badges were.
Yeah. That is a 4.
That's a success.
Yeah. Well, your witch badges seem to be in order.
Which badge?
So we'll
Which
just be...
badges are you referring to?
I'm sorry, which badge?
Who's your witch badge that says who?
Oh.
Who?
Yeah, that's right. And then
Who's which
another one of
badge?
you has a witch badge that says which badge is whose? That badge is whose.
Who?
I'm not a fucking owl. So, all right. So we'll take the prisoner to be on your right.
Hired toughs have some crazy names nowadays.
Oh gosh, I am sorry that I broke in here.
We'll miss you, Woody.
No, we won't.
So you're going with just letting
Leave
him
the
take Woody
shaker.
away?
No, we're escorting Woody.
Okay. You gotta. They want you to head out the way you came, and not escort Woody. So you gotta make a sway or command or.
This is a very dangerous criminal. Look, he has a knife.
Flashback to me putting a knife on Woody.
One stress flashback to you planting a knife on Woody. I said, "Oh, thanks," and they pull the knife on him. Do a risky sway.
Do I get a dice for my thing?
Elaborate on. Do I get a dice for my?
For planting the knife.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's how flashbacks work. You get a stress for your flashback, and you get a.
Shit! I have 1 dice. Can anybody give me more dice somehow?
Oh.
Sway?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't have good sway, but I could try to assist. I have an idea of saying like, oh yeah, he tried to take a stab at me. He almost cut me right here across the face. He almost gave me scars so bad I'd have to ask people.
Yes.
Knew how I got them.
Look at where he was. Look at where he was almost scarred. Look how horrible
It would look if there was a scar there.
Yeah, it would ruin this face.
Well, that would be an awful place to be scarred.
That's a 4, baby.
All right, and they'll say, "All right, you can come with us. Well, we're gonna. I guess I need to check the logs, see where your patrol is supposed to be, because I'm not really clear on that. But yeah, you can come with us, escort the prisoner in."
I want to command this guy that it's too urgent for him to check the book, that we need to get this guy in custody, and I'm highly implying that I will brandish one or both of the pistols that I'm carrying around. Like, I show them, I don't bring them out, but I just use my 2 pips of command to get these guys to just let us go and not check the log. They don't need to know where our patrol is.
All right,
All right, so-
do a risky command.
A risky command. And I'm rolling 2. 3.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Let's see, wait. Why are you brandishing guns at us? And the gang that's surrounding the prisoner, they start to get a little confused, and they start to like sort of form up to fight. Tell us again what your patrol is supposed to be doing here.
How much stress is it for a flashback?
It depends.
1.
It depends,
Well, it
yeah.
depends on the type.
0, 1, or 2.
If it's one of mine, always 2.
We want to flash back to getting the logs doctored.
Oh,
that's a 2 stress flashback.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I prowled in, and
Yeah,
wait,
sure.
why didn't we just prowl in the first place then?
Because you couldn't all sneak in. Yeah,
the guardhouse is much less protected than the vault.
yeah. There we go. Let's do a desperate prowl for.
I love
either
that
flashback-
desperate. 6 and almost 6 and a 5. Not quite a critical.
Okay. You successfully snuck in. I think I'm also gonna make you do like a tinker or a finesse to swap out the logs. Let's just say a risky finesse.
Risky. I mean, can I do it in a really desperate manner? No, I'm just kidding.
Can you wait for the last second?
Wow, that is another 6. I am rolling so much better this week than last week.
All right. You could say, you know what? Well, you can say never mind. Let's check the logs or whatever.
Conrad, let him check the logs.
Ooh,
Fine.
so smooth.
It's hard to find. It's hard to find good help these days, and you all go together, and you climb up a ladder out of the sewers into the Duster Sisters mansion. It's kind of like a spooky kind of gothic mansion, and it's kind of like this is like clearly the basement of the place. They look at the logbooks that you have snuck in and doctored, and they say, "All right, we'll be on our way with the prisoner. Looks like you guys are on basement duty, so you're front line guarding the ritual. Congratulations!" And they head off with your gang members saying, "Oh, what are you gonna do to me? Oh gosh!"
I definitely make sure to grab the shaker off of Woody before he's gone.
Let's do a controlled finesse.
I'm good sacrificing Woody.
Can I do prowl?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's 4.
All right, you get the shaker, but as you do it, all the salt spills out. You're gonna have to have unsalted martinis until you get home.
Oh,
Or were they margaritas? I don't remember.
Margarita.
this is one of the worst consequences you've come up with, Eric.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to have to do this, but
If this was a Chevy, shit would be going down. Yeah. Okay. Rats. Saltless margaritas. This is like the war all over again.
You hear screams. Whatever's happening to Woody, it's not good, and I don't know if we're gonna do that problematic character ever again. Maybe maybe
no.
you lost him.
Oh no, he's getting canceled in there.
He's getting
The worst thing that could happen to a director.
Those children were coached, I swear. You hear.
So the thing we're trying to steal, a ritual is going on with those items as we're trying to steal them?
You're not. As of now, you're not sure what's happening. You hear sort of ominous chanting from somewhere else in the basement. You know from the blueprints that the vault is in the next level below where you're at in the basement, and you as of now, don't have any information other than that. You can like flashback to get more, or you can.
I mean, we have the blueprints.
Yeah.
Is anybody good at
Yeah.
surveying?
So you know physically where in the building you need to get to.
Is the do we know where the ritual area is?
You hear chanting from a certain direction. You know that and you know that the Demmer Sisters mansion was built on top of an ancient buried temple, and you know like what part of the building the temple area is in. So it's like you don't necessarily have to go through the ritual, but you have to go right past it. And if there's some kind of ritual going on that is every powerful witch in the organization gathered into the same place at once, you probably would not want to go directly through that.
Is there like a air vent that would go to the ritual room that we could perhaps release sleeping gas into?
Sure, I'll say there's a ventilation system. Yeah, there's ductwork down here. There's an HVAC system.
Can I flash back to showing up at the ventilation guy's house like 12 hours before and intimidating him into not coming to work that day?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Take a stress for the flashback and give me a. I think that's a command roll.
Yeah, that's a command roll. I'm taking a stress for the flashback, and yeah, this is just going to be pure muscle, no finesse, just heavily implying that he might get hit with an axe if he comes to work. Okay, so I'm rolling for command. Went off the table. That's a 4.
All right, so you did scare him off from coming to work today, but he's like, listen, I gotta tell you, the ventilation system's shoddy, so hopefully no one's trying to climb around in it or anything. It's gonna
Okay.
it's gonna be. I don't have time to fix it if I'm staying home from work, so.
Man, you intimidated him so poorly that they broke the fence.
Yeah, that's.
I
intimidated him into like a job slowdown instead of a strike.
Yeah, it can be done, but it'll make extra noise. It'll be extra difficult to get through.
Can I do an attune to see what's going on with the ritual? Like what kind of ritual they're doing, or?
Sure. You can try to sense. You already feel strong presence in the ghost field around where you're at, and if you attune, you will be able to sense in more detail, but you will also potentially be sensed. So I'll call that a risky.
Got it. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do as a flashback for this.
Can you do like a deal with the devil to like attract the attention of a ghost that will haunt us in the future or something? Like perhaps a devil?
Can we tell which way the vents are going? Like, are the vents bringing out air from where the witches are? Or is it taking the air from where we are?
Oh, yeah.
How is the airflow?
I mean, I'm gonna say they're vents that like, keep it. It's a basement, so I'm gonna say the purpose of the vents is to keep fresh air from the outside world coming in, as fresh as it gets in Duskfall. So like pure smog, but it's better than stale smog in a basement. So I'll say it's not really blowing any particular direction. It's just kind of like letting the building breathe.
I thought of what I can do as a flashback for the attune. Before this, I was talking to Jacob Marley, and I was like,
Repent!
I was trying to convince him to let me borrow his ghost chains to wear so that I would look like a ghost when I attune. So if anyone does read me, I will seem like a ghost and not myself.
All right, take a stressful flashback and a load for the ghost chains, and you can
Great.
do that.
I'll call that a
Oh, that's just Molly over there. Don't worry about him. I can tell by the chains.
Okay. So.
Oh no,
Supposed
Woody's
to be
back.
Standard. So I add 1 bonus die when I do
yes.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, 161.
Wow.
Wow.
you have narrowly managed to escape defeat. So you you attune to the ghost field, and you have never sensed this much ghost energy in one place in your life. Like maybe like in the outside, you know, when you were in the trains in the wilds, it was almost this bad. But it's like you feel like a swirling vortex of ghost energy from the direction of the temple room, and you feel it getting stronger. Whatever the ritual's doing, it's powering up.
Bringing in ghosts. It's like 4
Notice-
Christmases in there.
Yeah, you notice ghosts patrolling the basement, kind of like
Oh god.
either like orbiting the ritual or going toward it. You
From our blueprints,
you can guide
do the
your
vents
team. Yeah. Go
do
on.
the vents feed into the ritual room?
Yeah, there is a vent connection from where you are to the ritual room.
So I have these toxic fumes.
Yeah, I get those sometimes too.
We should try that, but I think that would be the sort of end of subterfuge and beginning of full-on assault.
Melee?
Yes.
Alright, I am down for a melee, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, if we do that, then maybe some of us should be hiding, because some of us aren't as good as that.
Some of us
Do
are
we-
not good at hiding either.
Do we want to find the safe first?
I think that's a great plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know where it is, right, from the blueprints?
Yeah, so Ebenezer can kind of guide you to a route that avoids ghosts, much like Pac-Man, are going through hallways and trying to avoid ghosts that either chase you or get 4 spaces in front of you, and they you follow your blueprints, and you get to a hallway that goes right past the main door where the ritual is. You see it sort of like throbbing with green energy. You hear voices from inside chanting, and you Ebenezer, your ghost sense tells you that whatever that horrible swirling vortex was, it's right on the other side of this wall. And if you can just get through this hallway, you'll be just upstairs of the vault. You can climb down into the vault and start breaking into that. But you see 2 junior witches, and they're carrying staffs, and they seem to be like strapped up with knives too, in case they have to do something physical, and they are guarding the entrance, and they don't notice any of you yet, but you have to find a way past them. So
Guys, this is classic heist: beat up the guards and take the witch's outfit. This is class. We have got to.
Okay, I can have a silence potion vial where they wouldn't be able to yell for help. If someone else can beat them up, I can get close to them and drink that.
What if we make like
Great.
what if we make a noise and like lure them away from the door?
Also a classic move.
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe the plan is like make a noise, get them close, pin them down,
Yeah.
and silence potion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we have to kill them too. Oh,
I have a vial of slumber essence.
And I have a trance powder.
We
But
shouldn't
I
use
think-
all of it on just the first 2 guards, though. Maybe
Wait,
save
I have
a
some
lot
of
of
this for
stuff.
later.
If we trance powder them, oh, but they have to inhale it. But we can make them inhale it.
You just blow it in their face.
If we trance powder them, then they might not remember us or think it's a dream or something and attribute everything to ghosts. Know what I mean? Whereas the other things, they would come to eventually and be like, oh, those guys drugged us. But the trance powder, it's all a hallucination brought on by severe ghost energy.
Okay, I'll say it's maybe.
Do you have to entrance them to do anything, or just trance powder?
It just kind of puts them in a trance.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll say it's a prowl to make a noise and attract them, unless you want to come up with them better, and then a finesse to get the trance powder blown into their face before they can do anything. So, who wants to do each of those?
I can do either one pretty well.
I can prowl, kind of.
Yeah. So I'll call it a risky prowl.
Okay, and what's a devil's bargain here?
No.
You could make a lot of noise and risk risk alerting the people inside the ritual room, who seem very busy and like they'd be very unhappy to be disturbed.
I think that in general, Devil's Bargain's supposed to be a negative effect that always happens. It's not like an additional failure condition.
Okay, yeah. So let's say.
I think it can be a failure condition.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, what always happens is you make a lot of noise, and it's enough noise to not necessarily make this an only they hear you situation.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2 dice, and if I fail, they hear us.
Yeah.
Can I?
Well, if you fail, they don't just like come right toward the noise, and you're all.
Can I use my second free flashback to me giving Conrad a noise seminar?
This is definitely the one where Conrad is just full passed down.
I can't make you take any stress for this, correct?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. You know. You study all the various kinds of noises.
I have spent decades perfecting the best noises. These are wonderful, and I will bestow my knowledge onto you.
That is a 6, good sir.
All right.
Noise seminar.
Yeah, you make a noise that sounds very ghostly, and they're like, "Ah, shit! Is one of the ghosts out of position? We should check on this." And they like kind of blindly rush toward the corner where you're lurking.
Okay, and then I finesse to get the powder.
Yeah, I'll let it be desperate if you want it to be desperate.
Oh, I want it to be desperate.
Yeah.
A single 6.
Okay, yeah. So they're like blindly going around the corner. Oh man, we're gonna really have to deal with this ghost problem. First, let's take some deep breaths in. We're kind of and right at that moment, you blow the powder in their faces, and they look shocked for a second, and they're just kind of staring and like standing still, and it look like you can kind of like just kind of gently push them and guide them wherever you want them to be.
Okay, so we stuff them in the ventilation system, which, has some issues.
Yeah.
So who's going to wear the disguises, guys?
I think we should keep the ventilation open.
Okay, fair enough.
But now 2 of us can pretend to be witches to go into the ritual.
Wait, we don't.
Yeah,
we just need to get past
You don't have to
them
go through the ritual. Yeah, you just have to get past it.
Yeah.
And
ahead,
I think
infiltrate the
we're
ritual.
wearing our hoop patches that make us look like witches.
Does the
You look like you look like kind of thugs that would be hired by the witches
okay.
right now.
It's a
Yeah.
heist. We just took out 2 guards. How are we not going to wear that?
Yeah, we'll wear the outfits.
question? Does the door to the ritual open in or out?
I was picturing
Say it opens out.
an open doorway. This will be much easier.
Yeah.
Let's put the witch bodies leaning up against the door so it's harder for the people to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Just work
you
that way. That's fine.
I mean, they're kind of standing. They're like in a daze. They're not unconscious, but you could.
Can we like lead
And
them over
they're
there?
like they're like grand ballroom doors is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you lead them over to stand basically where they were, right in front of the doors, and if they try to open the doors will bump into them. You make it over to the vault. You make it to like you make it to the first door on its way into the vault, which has its own alarm system. This is going to be a relatively easy one. I'd say like a risky tinker to get it open.
If no one's dressed as a witch, I'm gonna take one of the outfits and be one of the witch disguises just in case. I feel like someone should support me and back me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's a good idea.
I
Just in the
somehow I
spirit of
don't
shenanigans, I support you.
somehow I don't like the idea of undressing a drugged woman.
Weird.
Oh,
Weird.
Well, yeah, Woody's gone, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm not
a
gonna wear
5
two sets of
to
clothes.
tinker.
They're obviously gonna be changed into my clothes.
You get the door. You get the door open. It's gonna be. You're gonna have a limited amount of time. You had to kind of like jury rig the alarm system. You sort of put a very shoddy components into it. It's gonna in a few minutes it's going to break down and the alarm's going to go off. So you make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get the door open, and I say, "Questling, quickly, take the men and grab the items." And my camera is being fucking weird. Sorry about that.
I
Let's
grab
see if cow background works.
I grab the items.
And while
How
they're
big are
doing
they?
that,
Like, what do these items look like? Are they just giant stones?
Yeah. So you still have, you make your way down all the stairs and you get to the vault door, and so this is like the main vault door. It's like a real like.
Oh, so that
safe.
alarm
Yeah,
wasn't
that was
the
just
vault.
that was just kind of the initial the initial security. Now you got to break into the vault proper, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be a like 6 o'clock. You're gonna have to do various tinker
okay.
and Rex and whatnot to break your way in. It's like mechanical and electric and magic. There's like runes written around the vault door. It's going to be a complicated job. It's going to take a lot of coordination to get in there, and you also know that your patch job on the alarm system is only going to hold for a limited amount of time, and then the alarm's going to go off and the shit's going to hit the fan.
All right.
Okay.
Well, this is what we train for. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
so
take-
just throwing it out there as. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sure.
I mean,
So I'm gonna take some skullfire poison off of my bandolier, and I'm gonna give that to Prospero, and I say, if the alarm goes off, throw this in the vent, and then I'm gonna start working on the.
Can I take a stress to help?
how big is the vault? Because I'm saying, like, if we go full shenanigans, is there a way that we could, if we don't have time, that we steal the whole vault, like how Two-Face in Batman Forever did?
It's like a vault. It's like taller than you. It's built into the wall, so it's not just like a little safe.
Right.
So what you're saying is yes, we can do that.
But like, could we like blow it up into
Really
an
buff.
adjacent tunnel Like, like blow it up like the way Bane stole. I know. I
You
don't
want
know
to
why
like
I keep making
Italian job
Batman
it like
references.
into
Yeah.
another tunnel?
Yeah, drop it into it somewhere
That's
else.
gonna take
we
a
do-
very elaborate
Throw it away.
flashback.
We do have underground maps and passkeys.
Uh,
Well, let's fast 5 this and just make a duplicate one while we're at it.
Exactly though, because we
let's
don't
just
want the
now
whole
you
vault.
see me it and just make a mirror in front
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
We don't need the whole vault. We just need parts of it, the vault.
Can we now
Give you the
Okay.
whole vault, but you're only gonna
So-
need the edge.
I got 4 dice to open this vault.
Okay.
So you're tinkering first of all, like thinking.
Yes, I'm tinkering.
Yeah, cool.
Real quick, can I go up and spread caltrops in the hallway from the ritual room?
Yeah, you can do that. I
Okay.
would say you can just do
You
that.
gonna-
like,
you gonna put
Calling
some-
that an unusual weapon.
You gonna put some poison on them?
Yes.
All right.
And that's a 4 to open the vault.
With
Okay,
4
so-
dice?
Ooh.
A 3, a
It's
1, and
gonna-
a 2. It's just straight numbers.
It's gonna you advance 2 wedges. Or no, I guess. Well, I already filled in 2 wedges. I think it's supposed to be 1 wedge for partial success. The runes start glowing. It's gonna take maybe some spirit mask shit to
Yeah.
and one of your chances to. So the alarm's at 1 out of 4. The vault's at 2 out of 6. You start safe cracking it, and you manage to get some of the tumblers moved, but you've now sort of gone from the mechanical system into the magical system. Now the runes are glowing.
Can I flash back to consorting with a vault specialist to like understand vaults better? That's I might be able to assist here.
Yeah, you can call it a one stress flashback. That's a pretty reasonable thing to do. You have the blueprints and everything. You kind of know what the vault's going to be like.
Cool. So I think I'm the best attuned here. Can I help out with that, or can I do the
I think
whole?
use.
I'm doing a consort.
But then we're talking about the right. So
I
yeah,
want-
do your consort first.
I
and
want
I'll
to do a
your
consort thing
attune.
to
Yeah.
Oh, I
get
see.
stress,
help with
and then
your
you,
attune.
and then you do a tune, and then you get more
Yeah.
things or something.
Got it.
It's going to be a controlled consort.
It's a 4.
Nice. So you, you. I don't really know how to like punish a partial success here. So yeah, let's just say you managed to do enough to add 1 die to this attune. You kind of know like how the different systems work together here.
All right.
You
So
you
this-
see, you must look at it like it is a sky with no clouds.
So is this risky or controlled, or what is this?
Let's call it a risky attune.
Got it.
And while he's working on
Alright,
that, can I work on the alarm again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna put on my mask and I'm saying I'm hacking into the spirit world.
You can tinker again. All right.
I
So
rolled.
partial success. So we're filling in 1 wedge. You've released a lot of spirit energy. You notice that you might start to have the attention of some of the ghosts in here.
And that's a 5 on the
Oh.
alarm.
We get some of the attention of the ghosts, huh?
All right.
I'd
So-
really like to try to just
Wreck
wreck
it.
this thing.
Another wedge
And-
to the vault, and yeah, they've kind of set you up to do a little bit of wrecking.
And now, would using my rage essence vial help my success here, or does that mainly apply to fighting people, not inanimate objects?
What does it do again?
The rage essence vial, it enhances my strength, resistance to pain, and greatly enhances strength, resistance to pain, and irrational aggression for the span of several minutes. But the consequences are can't tell friend from foe and can't stop until they're all broken.
You may resist these.
I may resist these.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll call that a devil's bargain on your rec check.
Okay.
You,
So I have Great. So I have 2 in rec right now, so that means I would roll 3 die. 3 dice?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Rolling off the table. Oh, that's not... 5. 2
All right.
1s and a 5.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
jeez.
one more wedge that puts us at 5 out of 6 for the vault. The time it takes, it's gonna be one more. We're at 3 out of 4 for the alarm, and
Did I say I got a 5 for the alarm?
yes, that on your
Yeah,
second
okay.
hit, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
second
so
one.
it's gonna take one more roll to get the vault open. You have just about that much time
Oh.
before the alarm goes off. Um,
Should I do a really stupid thing, or do we want to do a good thing?
Good things.
Stupid
That's a
thing.
good thing.
I won't do my
Uh,
stupid idea.
for Prospero, let's say that you're about to. You can't tell friend from foe unless you resist.
Also, he really can't stop hitting the vault, right? Unless he resists.
Is it all of them, or do we choose?
It says you suffer 2 consequences.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you have to resist both. That's interesting. Is this on his character sheet, or will I find it in the book?
It's under the special.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah.
He found it.
Can I also use my
you
Spirit Bane
suffer-
charm to keep the ghost away temporarily?
Oh.
Yes. Let's make that. So let's start with your consequences.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna lose your ability to tell friend from foe, or
Oh, right.
they're all broken unless you roll resistance rolls on both of those,
Okay.
or whichever one you choose.
Okay. And is there any... My armor is not going to help resist either of those, right?
No, it's inside you. It's in it's in your
I-
heart.
I'll roll a resistance roll for can't tell friend from foe, but I'll let the other one ride.
Okay.
All right. So it costs me a stress to roll a resistance roll, right?
You roll your lowest attribute, or
Okay.
no, you roll something, and
It's probably
Uh,
prowess, right? No, it's probably resolve.
Okay. Okay. So I have 2 in resolve.
okay, I choose. So yeah. So let's
Oh,
call
yeah.
it, let's call it resolve. You roll 2 dice for your resolve pips, and you get 6 stress minus the highest die result.
Oh, okay. Great. Okay. That's a 3. Ooh.
Okay, so you get 3 stress, but your friends start looking like hamburgers and hot dogs, and then you tune in and they stop looking that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Hayden, and then you can attune to do your spirit, whatever it was, your spirit.
The Spirit Bane charm. Yeah.
Let's call it a risky attune.
Okay. All right. Can I roll once for that, or does that just work?
You roll for it.
Okay. Let's see. 6.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. So
Okay.
your charm starts glowing. You manage to
Okay. Great.
make your heart with it. It'll temporarily hold off ghosts. Hayden, you
I have a roll to finish this out.
yeah.
I'm gonna survey the vault. I say, my friends, the vault is already cracked.
Let's call that desperate. But you're looking for a pattern in the vault that no one else has seen before.
I am noticing that that we have already beat the vault,
Yeah.
and then I snap my fingers, and as I expect the vault door to open, and that's a 5, baby.
Wow.
All right, you do manage to notice that the vault is already open. As the rest of your team sort of debates what to do next to the vault, you take leadership, and you notice that the vault will actually already spring open between Conrad's tinkering and Ebenezer's magic hacking and Prospero's slamming his head into it. You've all done the job. The door swings open. Let's have a survey to see what you all see in there.
I have
We all
two.
rolling?
No, just one person.
That's a 4.
Okay. You notice the rune stones, and you notice other. You notice at hand some stuff worth a little more coin, but to find any. So I'm going to say that you can grab the runestone and you can grab the most obviously valuable stuff right away and run off and call it a day, or you can spend more time in here and really try to make a big score.
Oh, we're gonna try to make a big score, I think,
Big
right?
score.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
You hear a buzzing noise from upstairs, the outer door. Conrad's patch job finishes and the alarm starts going off. You notice the chanting from the witch's ritual start to get a whole lot quieter. You notice a crackling in the air as the ghost field starts to shift.
Throw the poison in the vent.
Yeah, and in the vault you see a sleeping vampire, and we'll call that a cliffhanger for today.
How do we know it's a vampire?
He's got the fangs. He's got the cape.
Okay, yeah.
We're
Is
smart
this-
people.
He's got a
this
shirt.
guy-
Wearing the collar.
Is this guy's room?
This might be a guy who likes to hang out in a pile of money. Yeah.
Are there any
Is he Scrooge
posters?
McDuck?
Are there posters on the walls?
Yeah, is that Weezer? Are you doing Weezer? Yeah, it's his favorite rock group, Kiss. It's basically it's Kitty Pride. All right, so that has been ComeDy&D and Blades in the Dark / Comedy in the Dark for this week. Happy President's Day. Big ups to Rutherford B. Hayes up in heaven. Does anyone have anything they want to plug or get in there before we log out?
God bless.
I'm doing
every
a Zoom
president.
comedy show on Friday nights
Wow.
at 7. It's called Self Care Comedy. It's on Zoom.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I guess we have 2 more Mondays. No, because it's not a leap year. So we have 1 more Monday this month. So next Monday will be the conclusion of our month of Comedy in the Dark.
All right.
Hey.
Great.
Yeah, hella Christmassy for the last one then.
Yeah.
And thanks to Sirenscape for the music.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yay!
Go to Gamescape in SF to buy game stuff, or It's Your Move Games in Oakland. That's me and Hayden ran a show there back when comedy was legal. And
Watch us Wednesday night for Voices of the Air with Hayden and Casey and myself and Cassie and our DM Simon.
We just finished a big battle and now we're stuck in a mine. So watch what happens then.
Again.
to be concluded next Monday.
All right.
Good night.
Bye, guys. See
Night,
ya.
everyone.
All right.